Okay guys, so this is my Planet Coaster Park. This is the first one we ever did, and also this took quite a few months, okay? I don't want to edit this video at all, so I'm going to try and do this just in one sitting all the way through. It took us quite a few months on a live stream to build this park, and in the end, the reason we stopped, I actually wanted to carry on and do more, but you can see like over here, like this didn't really get built, nothing really happened with this side. I wanted to do like a whole like Wild West section, but when I was doing it on live stream, like when I'm playing just here on my own computer, it's not too bad, but when I was doing it on the live stream, because obviously I stream from the computer, the performance was not good enough because of running the game and running everything else. It just meant that there was getting a lot of latency issues and just lag over here, and it was just like frame buffering and stuff. It was just not good at all, and that's because the park just got so big and I put so much stuff into it. I think they did also optimize it a little bit later, I think, but this was like one of the first things I really did. So let's just do a little walkthrough. I was very pleased with this. This was a cool park. This one, it was called like Crocodile Dundee's park or something, because the idea being like when you come in here at the beginning, okay, you can see it's sort of, okay, you've got like a bit of a jeep. So we come through here, straight away we've got like some crocodiles. So we've got crocodiles in here. And then over here as well, I think this guy maybe, hold on, wait. It's on like a timer. Yeah, this guy's jumping up out of it. So straight away we've got this crocodile pit. You come in and you've got Chief Beef and all the other stuff going on here. And then over here there's like a bit of a sort of, this is the more sort of Aztec-y temple ruin area. And I think like if we go over this ways, yeah, there's like this very, I don't think this would really pass health and safety, having like gigantic spikes coming up out of the ground. So then we just had like, these are the first initial sort of generic rides that we had going on here. But then I very quickly wanted to get this ride going on here. So this was like, I wanted this to be sort of part of the opening area where you've got like the swamps and stuff and the crocodiles. So this here is like the water flume ride. And I think there's a path which goes behind the waterfall, but you can see again, they got like all the alligators, the crocodiles or whatever in here. But a big part of it was making this waterfall so that they, as people come down through, they got like great big waterfall and splashing through this. But like I say, I think like as you come through here, yeah, there's a path which comes through so people can walk through and they can see like the splashdown happening like as they come through here. And you can see this ride is like just constantly popular. Let's ride the ride. Oh. I want to go forward to this one. Okay, this guy's just come up to the top, so. Starts off with just like a little rundown. You get to have a nice view of some of the bigger rides going on here too. And then we come up over the top. It's not too long a ride. Not too long of a ride. It's quite a straightforward little one. It's just got that bit at the top there. Actually, I think it maybe did have 2 loops. I think I didn't see the full loop. There's the alligator guy. Yeah, I think actually it maybe has 2 loops, and we didn't see the first bit because. Oh yeah, this is nice as well. Like basically, when you start off, you go through here, and you come through the little rocks here. That's quite nice, quite sort of atmospheric coming through the jungly sort of thing. Oh yeah, see, you go past this other alligator pool here. And then we go up the first bit. Yeah, I was right. Look, see, it goes around here first. And then it goes down past this skull deal. Runs back around. So you do actually have like a whole other bit. Then it goes up. So this is where we came in. And it goes up to the final one. And it floats you around. So yeah, there's like a whole sort of 2-stage element going with it. And then I guess if we, where should we go to next? I'm going to try and do the rides in order that I did them, I guess, but I'll just do a quick run around. So if we go from this Aztec area, you can see it brings you through this nice sort of jungle. We've got these big trees here and a nice roller coaster. Very busy. We've got like a big sort of temple structure here with the gigantic alligator crocodile things, just like the ongoing theme. Again, this path was potentially going to be to something, but that never happened. Just staff and toilets and whatnot. As you can see, this was another reason why the park got a bit problematic in terms of frame rate. I think that's what I was trying to look for earlier, was saying frame rate, saying latency. This was a major issue. I still have no concept of why this... so noisy. I still have no idea why this specific juncture became such a problem, but I've never been able to clear it. I don't know what caused this real problem. You can see vandalism, look, is just totally out of control. But yeah, I think it's the combination of the ride entrance plus all the food being in one place and the path like reconnecting through to the main park, and it's just like a really, really, really bad situation. So anyway, there's another path which you come through here, which has got like beetles and the big scorpion dude and all the rest of it. And little beetly things that brings you back. So I've got like a good amount of like interlocking paths that basically like connect through this whole area so people can kind of move around. And this was where we created, like, this was probably like the first roller coaster we did was this guy. So the idea was it would kind of go through the jungle. It's a pretty straightforward ride. I think it's probably near the end. I think that's literally the whole ride. Just speed up. We'll get back to the top. I think this ride is very straightforward though. Oh, okay, whatever. Let's get this. Is he just doing a check? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward ride. Let's do the interest cam. The interest cam can be quite a good option. You can do like the first person, but then you don't necessarily get to see everything. This is quite cool because you get to sort of oversee some of the other areas of the park and stuff. But this is quite a straightforward little ride really. It's nothing too special, but you know, early on that's the whole point. So yeah. So yeah, it's really simple. That's it. That's a really simple little ride because I just wanted to kind of get the park going. And then there's another roller coaster here, like the green one. Oops. This one, but you can see it's pretty similar. Like they go up and they go around and they come back through. The only difference is this one they do like the heart loop thing and then they're back to the entrance. So I started off with like those two really simple ones. This one I don't think is mine. I think this one here is not mine. I think this was one I got off of Steam Workshop. I just wanted like something to fit in there, and I think when I put that in we had built a lot of the park already. However, the next one we did was this guy, and I did build this one. This is called like Magma, and as you can see, like it's a really big ride. I guess I think it's in here. I'll just pause. Like this one had like a really cool entrance to it, because the whole point with this was it was supposed to be like this kind of lava. You can see we've got all the magma and lava and stuff down below, and it's cool because as you come past here, look how much vandalism in my park. It's like out of control. As you come past, you see all the like magma and stuff like pouring out, and then to queue, like they come through here, look, and then they come like into the temple, and you can see the ride coming out of it. So let's start off, not doing very well though, losing money at the moment. 2 trains. There's actually 2 trains on this one. We'll ride this one in like the interest view, but we'll sit kind of near the front because I think that's kind of cool. Okay, off we go. So what I like with this, you start off, look, and you go down underneath. Just starts off kind of with a gentle, like a gentle momentum sort of to start off. It's kind of cool, and this one's big. What I did was I detailed the terrain so it was all like rocks, like it's all like lava coming up out of the ground. And I always love to sort of see how high they go so they can kind of look around. And then you can see over here, look, straight ahead, there's a whole other thing coming up. I hope my voice can stand this. I haven't done something like this for ages where I talk. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of big loops on this one. There's a lot of slow rises and huge drops, and then you come through. Yeah, it keeps taking you right up and right the way down. we go down underneath this bit. More fire. And then you come to the end here, look, a little bit more fire, and then finally we go through here. Yeah, so the final part is where it goes through like this crazy like magma loop. But you can see, like I say, there's a lot of like very big loops on this one, where you kind of go in and around and around and around. There is some twists. There's the fast twist on this one towards the end. I think it goes through here. Yeah, this is great. Oh yeah, this is cool for these guys too, because they're sort of, this was that first coaster ride, but they can stand here and they can see them go right the way through this loop. So here they are, look, going around. It's quite a huge ride, like it really sprawls across a lot of the park here. I think, do they come... See, where the hell are they going? I can't even see it now, it's way off in the distance. Here they come, look. See, it comes over here where everybody's walking, look. It goes right through. And then they go through that one. So it's a long, 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 long ride. Oh yeah, that's like the final lava spin they come through here, look. So yeah, it's a cool ride. So I was very pleased with that one. That was a great ride. That's been excellent. And then among this, we've just got some more thrill rides. So there's like this guy going on here. And then we come, of course, to the river rapid thing. So people walk on from that section. They come through here. And this is where this basically connects. So you come through. That's fantastic. Big planet coaster. There's a big cave system over there. And again, then this is where you've got water. Oh, I'd actually forgotten there's a bit of fairy tale as well. I forgot about that. So yeah, this is the River Rapids deal, which looks almost broken down. No, I think it's fine. There's some more food, giant burger. You come through, so there's a nice kind of cave system you come through here. Look. And again, what I try to do with my park is I like to have it so people can see parts of the ride as they're walking around. So as you're kind of walking through this underground area, you can see another ride which drops down through here. There's like two rides kind of crossing over each other. And then this cave comes back out and it takes you to this ride. You can see the rapids where we're going. So we'll do this one first before we come to that. Oh yeah, this one is broken down. This ride though, if I can, we'll try and get back towards the start. Seems to be a bit of a queue for people, I don't know why. Try and speed up and see whether these ones get the go. There we go. I don't know why it's like taking such a long time to get them going there. Okay, I'll keep this one on like the 2 speed because this ride is obviously kind of slow. You start off with a bit of a gentle spin loop there, look. I'll speed it up if I have to on this. Okay, yeah. We've got another rise. Another rise, and then we got another nice drop all the way down here. This one's cool, you start going down into the depths. Okay, and then they get to go through here. So this is kind of like a waterfall-y section. This was like my first version of this. The second park which I did, which I'll do a separate video of, is much better. This is just, that was like a really sort of basic thing. I never really got to kind of fleshing it out. Okay, and then they I don't even remember where this goes actually. Okay, apparently they go round and round and round. And they come up here. Round and round and round and round and round. Oh yeah. And then they just have like a very leisurely drift back to the start. I think my idea here was that they just have like a nice drift back. And they can kind of like look at what else is going on here at the same time. So they can kind of like look across here to the park. And they can just kind of see all the other stuff that's going on. So that one was actually pretty straightforward. Like I say, that was one of the first ones we did, and the second park was way, way better. Wish I got more water here. I hope my voice holds out for this. Okay, this ride was cool though. This was, if it's still broken down. No, it's working now. This was a cool ride. Although apparently, no people, so that means it's going to go, or what? We have to wait for people to arrive before that first one's going to go. No, off we go. I can probably ride that one. Yeah, here we go. Okay, probably best to go first person. Okay, this is quite a sort of aggressive ride. It takes you on a sort of like a jungly journey, I guess. There's lots of these. Oh yeah, this is cool. So we go on this nice spiral, this big loop around it. And then it brings, yeah, a bit of a cave. It's getting started. And then we come down into a big drop. Splash. Okay. So this was supposed to be like a kind of jungle adventure. These big snakes coming through here. So I thought there was music through this section. I seem to remember there being music, but apparently not. So I'll speed up again. See, like we've got the animated snakes and stuff. So this idea they're kind of going on like, I don't know, some kind of riverboat journey or whatever through all of this crap. Onward, 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 onward. This takes a little time. Along, 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 along. Up, up, up. And then they go into like another big drop down. Comes to the dark, and then it takes us around the other way. Small drop. Back up to the top. So basically just kind of trying to do sort of like intermittent sections, so it's like a little bit calm, then it gets really exciting and like a much harder, more like I say, aggressive kind of drop. I think this is the final one. Yeah, damn it, this is, you see that from the cave. There's like a nice section through here, and then you come through, there's a bit of mist and some hanging plants and trees, and then over here like they can see some giant hippos on the way out. So yep, and they can also see the alligators and other rides and stuff on here on the side. So yeah, that was kind of a cool one. Quite happy with that as well. So yeah, that's those two sections over here, and then I won't bother to show these ones off, but there is like another flume ride here. Again, the Fairy Tale Land, like it kind of started, but we never really kind of got going with it. So you have got like, you know, the magic carpet ride, and I think there's like, yeah, like there's some cool like sort of mist and stuff as you come through here. It's sort of, you know, a bit mystical or whatever. And in general, but like I say, I put like the flume ride in here, I think, because I wanted to get people in here. Oh, apparently I did build an interesting entrance for this by the look of it. Yeah, so there's like a bit of a castle-y entrance look. But it wasn't fleshed out enough, you need more plants and trees and stuff. Okay, so I did build like a kind of castle thing, which goes with this. Like, oh yeah, I made like little themed skins for the shops and whatnot. And then we would have done something similar with this, but I basically didn't get around to it. And it was another, people love these flume rides for some reason. They cannot get enough of them. So that's why I put it in there to just kind of, I think we were having a real hard time like dragging people. You can see, look, comparative to like how busy it was on the other side over in the jungle area, there's like nobody here. So it was very, this was actually the problem with this park in general as well, which I never really got to the bottom of why. Like we built like there's a cool waterfall here. Actually, I was very pleased with this. Look, I think that looks really awesome. I was very, like, the way the water's like spraying around that big rock. I would say that's probably the best waterfall I've ever built in this game, actually. It really does look pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah, we had a really difficult time like getting people over to this side of the park. Similarly, look, this is a great kind of like the family kids ride, the octopus thing. This was cool. Like I put all the rocks around here, and I think the entrance for this one was cool as well. Look, like bubble machine going on, bubble, and then like all the rocks and everything. Can't see. So yeah, I thought like this one. I think it's because it's called Rocktopus, so of course rocks everywhere. So this one was really cool. But again, like look. There's no people here, and I don't know why, because we did adjust some of the settings in the rides as well to make them more sort of appealing in terms of, you know, like how much of a ride people get for their money. There was a time definitely I remember where people were coming over to that side of the park, but you know, just couldn't make it happen. I'll come back to this. I'll just note then, yeah, so there was this ride here, which is a cool ride, but not going to do that. This thing here was quite cool. I wanted this to be like a forge and sort of metal and iron. So again, there's like sort of iron bars around the entrance, which was pretty cool. Oh yeah, there was like a whole other thing here. This thing. I forgot about this. And the entrance to this one was quite cool because we have sort of like all this archaeology look. So people walking past here, they can see down into the pit. And again, just sort of like you've got your lava deal going on, and some sort of just general archaeology and stuff. Like we had to place all these pieces as if they were sort of like digging up the ruins and whatnot. So yeah, it was fine. And again, just got some more food stalls going on here. Yep, so that's that. So again, not looking too popular at the moment, but this was a big ride for quite some time. And we'll do... Okay, we'll talk about this now. We had this idea. Yeah, okay. This is probably the last thing to end on, actually. Because we basically, again, this was a great ride here. This was a really cool ride. Could not get people down here. Couldn't get people down here. Look at this guy. Couldn't get people down here to go on this ride. I mean, I remember it took a while. Like, we built all the lava, and we got everything going on with this. And you can see, just like, people are not into it. Don't know why. Pissed me off. Whereas, I remember ranting about this on the live stream for ages. This ride here, what did I do for this ride? I smashed it down. I put a couple of trees and some rocks. Permanently popular. This is actually a flaw with this game, with the way the rides work a little bit. So this thing, look at it. Apparently this is enough to like blow people's mind. Like they cannot cope with this. From when I put this down, I remember in the game, it has just remained this popular. The queue is constantly full. I mean, what does it cost? Like, I can't remember how to do this in the game. Oh, here, finances, $13.50. Not exactly a cheap ride. I mean, what does this one cost? I can't remember the prices for this such a long time. 11, and this guy here is 10 for that ride. And this guy over here, like, oh yeah, this iron one. What's this cost? Right, 11. Okay. And this guy here is 12. So this ride here, more expensive than all those other rides. And what is it? You sit in a little pod and it kind of twirls you round. And it's broken down now, so they're all going away. But yeah, that ride has just been, as soon as they fix it, bam, that queue will be full. Don't understand, it's very weird. And it was annoying because all these other rides that I've got here that, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I bought this one here. I was like, people are going to love it. They're going to love this ride. I think this ride, oh, I remember now. This ride was previously down here. I had this cool idea. This is what this is about. I had this cool idea, or maybe the chat had a good idea in stream, that we would do like a submerged sort of underground section for the park. And you can see this big ride here is supposed to, like, obviously it rises all the way up when there's people to ride it, of course, there's nobody down there. So I constructed this whole way to come down. Okay, so you're up here on the sort of main pathways, and you come down and you can see like more sort of archaeology guys. You come down here and you see it's supposed to be like a, you know, an inactive volcano or something, I guess. You come down through, and there's another ride there you can see. We'll talk about that in a minute. This is so cool. Like, it's such an awesome, cool area. And, you know, we got some shops in here. This was a pain in the ass to build as well, let me tell you. And we took a good effort to try and make it look fairly realistic in terms of the rocks and stuff. And then what originally, so you could come down from two different ways, the left or the right. And then you would come here and you would come down into this section where, again, look, we've got more, you know, the toilet facilities, we've got like underground food, and I wanted this whole area. Now, originally in here, this is where that ride that was above was, the saw ride with the lava and the golden idol guy. We built it in here. So originally, as you came into this section, there would be a queue which went all the way around in this little bit. We dug all this out. You would queue around here, and then this is where the ride was. And it looked absolutely awesome. There was lighting in here and all the lava and the fire. You can imagine all the light like reflecting around inside here. And then you had that big ride as well. And it was just like, you know, like this section here, where you've got all the cool like fire. Like, this is what it looked like. And I was like, this is going to be the best thing ever. People are going to love it. Could never get people to go on it. They never would come down here to go on it. And I don't understand why. It was ridiculous. So instead I was like, okay, the hell with that. We should do something else to sort of use this space. And you can see, look, we've got like the sort of pouring lava, and like down here at the bottom, like, see there's like lava all the way around here. I mean, it looks so awesome. Why wouldn't you want to come down and like ride this? So basically, up here, as you can see, like another... And again, we tried to make this look like a sort of abandoned mine or something, right? Some ATMs. And this just goes through just for the sake of... This was where my Wild West... Wild West. Y'all. This is where this was going to be. And it was going to be a whole Wild West section. And I didn't do it because of frame rates. So anyway, you come down into here, look. And this is where this next ride is. And you can also access this from where we just were, look. So you come down through there. That's where we were before, where the ride that I took out. Okay, one of these has just got going, so let's ride it. Please. No. Okay, here we go. We got the music in. This is probably the best ride in the park. I'll probably shut up on this one. You can just look at the ride, and then that's the end of this. Maybe we want to be on like the seat just behind us. Oh no, I think not. Come on, dude, let's go. Oh look, there's that ride has gone way up to the top now, so you can see the spinning chair deal. So this is like a little reprieve just before they do the last bit. There you go, that's that ride. That was like a really, yeah, I was very, very pleased with this ride. It did take a hell of a lot of building to get this one done, but it's probably the best ride in the park. You start off and you've got like this whole section here where it sort of loops around, round and round and round. So they do a couple through there. And then it goes down through twists. It goes through all of this rock stuff. Goes through the big tunnel, which again was a nightmare to do. It comes down through, does a quick twist, up round to the top, twist down through, Down it goes, straight down into the bottom. And that's where it goes down into here, which is really cool. Because it comes straight down towards the lava. Again, if you do it at nighttime or whatever, it's even better. You go up through here. You get to do like a full circuit all the way around. And then it takes you back in. So yeah, that was it. That was a really good one. So that's basically it on this park. And like I said, this was the first one we did. I have got a second one to overview, so I will probably make another video for you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy to see that as well. Oh, I guess the only other thing to say about is this. So, okay, what I originally wanted was actually kind of similar to the what I wanted this to be was very similar to what there is in Planet Zoo, where you can do like a kind of safari ride, really, where you get into the jeeps and it takes you around and you get to go through all the animal pens and stuff. And of course, Planet Zoo didn't exist when I built this. So what I had envisaged was, what am I doing here? I'm trying to do this. What I had envisaged was using a transport system to replicate like a kind of safari ride. That's what I wanted. However, stupidly, I didn't realize that these basically don't cost anything. Like you can't charge for the ride. You can have the monthly income and the running. I don't know why it says income, because there's no prices are set on a per station basis. But I don't think you can. I don't think you can set the price or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, it was impossible to make money from. And I was kind of fine with that for a while, and then I realized there was a better plan for it. So originally this was supposed to be just like a kind of river safari, which is why it's got all these plants everywhere and why it's kind of like a bit of a jungly thing. I just wanted people to basically have like a cool thing to do that wasn't like such a full-on ride. Oh. You can see the frame rate's taking a bit of a kicking even now, and I'm not even streaming. So again, this is just like a similar thing. Look, got the animatronic animals, bit of a crashed plane and whatnot. And then originally, my voice is really giving out now. You can hear it. See this indentation? This was where it originally looped back around and connected up. But now, because I was doing that Wild Wild West, I had planned that this was going to be a way to sort of connect the park to come from that side. And also remember what I said about this area not having enough people. Okay, my plan was to use these for people to want to go to the Wild West area and then get around to that part of the park. So it was going to try and distribute people around the park a little better. But we never got to doing it because I got pissed off and I was like, screw this, the frame rate is bombing, and I've obviously, you know, my idea with this was that I had condensed too much in the park too closely, and that's what was affecting it badly, not to mention the fact that we're having these issues with like the overcrowding and whatnot. So yeah, that was it really. So that's why we kind of finished and abandoned that park, but overall I was pretty happy with it. If I had ever finished it, I would have had like this area which is like marked out as desert. There would have been some more rides here, Wild West theme, little town and what have you. And then this would have sort of phased through. This would have just been wooded and so on. And similarly over here, we would have jungle woodland, which was sort of gradiating into the desert. And that's it. That's my park. And it was all good. And I can hear Banjo meowing at my door, so I'm going to go. But yeah, that's the park. It was cool. I enjoyed doing it. It was a long time ago. And I'll give you guys a view of the second park if you so wish. And I hope that my microphone sounded decent throughout this. So there we go. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.